Gabby, bad. We went over this already. That one's worth 2 bonks. See? 2 bonks. Let's see how long ago I started this. So I started this wait. I started this almost exactly 3 years ago. I'm gonna try it on medium. It's slightly better rendered now. Anyway. I played a little bit the other day just to test settings on the controller. But I didn't ever get to do any combat, so I didn't get to refresh my memory on any of the stuff in the game other than the menus. So I figure, why not? I'm restarting. I wasn't that far anyway, so I might as well. 7 hours in, and a good 3 hours of that was just wandering around gathering stuff in fields. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV, but not... Okay, well... Yeah, there's no way I could have read that one. Not out loud. I remember seeing this and then being amazed when it just goes straight into the gameplay. Also, I think it might be a little loud. I'll have to fix that. I'll fix it once it gets me to a menu where I can.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
I like how the sea feels like a movie at the start, too.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing.
I honestly can't wait for 2 either.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Alright, now I can fix the sound, I think. Once it loads. Oh, there's the loading bar. Other than the long loading times and occasional frame drops, I think medium settings will work for fine. Just fine for streaming. Hmm. I'm gonna go with agility just because I feel like agility and strength are what I want to go with, but
I went dancing
Dancing?
with Bianca.
Ah, that's why you're tired. But you'll still have to work today. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
what does it matter? I mean, yeah.
So I'm learning to sword fight. And what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong. I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Need
Can I get something
food.
to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
I don't know what
Father
guy.
angry with me for sleeping late.
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't
Not
worry,
one
Ma.
word about that, Gabby.
Good.
Not one
He always
word
has
in
a
response to
when there's a
that.
storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Yeah, of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Cheese. A good breakfast. Right, I need to adjust sound.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra.
How's that?
Panem nostrum super substantialem da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis
Probably still a little loud.
sicut et nos dimissimus debitoribus nostris, et ne
That's fine? Okay.
inducescimus in tentationem, sed
Okay, so I want B. I can go to B during the errands, right? I mean, I've got to go past A to get to them anyway, so... Okay.
Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails you.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes?
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Alright, hopefully this time I actually get sword fighting down.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Not bad. All right. Not bad. Again. Good. Nice. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Very good. Good. All right. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Good. Once again. Good. Once again. Good.
Honestly, it's very,
I don't know about you, but I'm tired of first.
very much like real sword fighting, so...
You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
You know what it didn't cover, though? Well, I mean, the directions, I guess, would cover the blocking, but it didn't actually say anything about blocking. Okay.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Let's see. You can use speech, influenced by your reputation that you have at the moment with your person you're talking to. Social status, so quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with reputation. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and will also be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. Oh, it even factors in bloodstains, really? Money, of course. Okay. Interesting, okay.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
Oh, I found that guy.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
That must be the guy you were talking about.
Crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so it's B.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I'm assuming pay or else is how I can use this to grind some skills.
Knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Been a pleasure. Bartka. Giving up already? Well landed!
I'm not even getting any kind of animation for that before it happens.
Come on then, Horzen. Ow. Take that!
Well, yeah, I figured that.
Pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Alright, well, I guess I should go get healed really quick. And hey, I gained a couple of skill points from that, so that's a plus. Why can't I talk to her? There we go.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Alright. Now, can I fight him again? Also, hi, Chris. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that yet. What are my stats? Hmm. I feel like Scout would be the most useful out of these. Scout or Wanderer. Hmm. Okay, well. Strength is at 3, agility's at 2. I feel like scouting, I don't know. I don't see myself using fast travel a lot. Just because I tend not to like fast travel to begin with. But I like how it works in this game. I feel like scout might be best. Well, I like that fast travel on this game, you still actually have travel. It shows time passing, and you can be ambushed during it. In that case, Wanderer would be best, right? Because good beds cost gold. And from what I've seen so far, gold is not something easy to come by. Okay, on this one, is it always reducing stealth or only when you're dirty? Always. Okay, so... Oh, so only when you're dirty. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning toward right now. Because this one, I don't see any negatives to having Renegade Brand. And Insomniac, same thing. I don't see any negatives to these two. All of these, I see some kind of negative to it. So I feel like saving the point and then getting Insomniac and Renegade Brand at the same time would be a good idea. Well, I mean, some of them do, but they say when they do, like, can't be combined with Savage. See, that one sounds good. Hmm. Oh, well, I found my perk. And yeah, I noticed that swords were agility. That's why I actually put points in agility at the start. And honestly, it does make sense to me for swords to be agility over strength. Well, depending on the type of sword. I'll be honest, agility seems like what I would actually go for. Yeah, well, you know how mods have gone for me, so... Hmm. Oh, wow, I need to eat. Also, I can see myself using a shield mostly because that's kind of the thing I do, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a point in Stronghold. I don't have a shield yet, but I'm planning to get one as soon as I can. Yeah, that's it. That's another one I was looking at, actually. The ones I was really looking at were Perfect Throw, Taunt, Stronghold, Clinch Master, and Headcracker starting off. Those are, like, those specifically are the ones that just drew my attention. Alright. Now, can I fight this guy again?
One beating wasn't enough for you?
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Okay, well.
One beating wasn't enough for you?
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing. I'm telling you.
So what, do I just... Oh, I can't save. What, save and quit, then wait through a loading screen? Yeah, but shouldn't I save her quest for last? Or do I just get them anyway?
Fabric, thread, buttons, laces, come.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a
How can I do the coal one without any money?
with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg?
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had sent Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And
and...
don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless.
Yes, it is.
Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge Parlement. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
I don't think I will. I said this before, I'm saying it again. No.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
Well, that's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you possibly chance like this?
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Okay, why was a random NPC talking in the background? To him. Which one should I go with? You know what? I'm gonna go with what I feel like he would say.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
As the gentleman wishes.
But wait though, there's a catch. I've no money. Kunesh owes me and he won't pay up.
Leave it to me. But you have to pay me back this evening.
You're the best girl a man could wish for.
Your father wants a cool one from the cellar, doesn't he? Wait here while I fetch it.
Okay, now I see how the whole not having money thing works out.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Don't worry, dearest. This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, Hal, I do hope so.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya.
But I said hardly anything.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like Father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
You said 3, that's 5. There's how to run. Okay. Right, this way.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Which do I pick? Not yet. Like, okay, I'm wanting to give him the ale. I'm not wanting to deal with this part right now because I'm wanting to do that later.
I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today. Or do you want me to look a fool in front of Sir Radzig?
No, I don't. I'll be back soon.
Okay, that didn't let me do it.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
When I asked Kunish to pay, he fought me instead.
That bastard. You don't look too bad, though. Did you get the better of him?
I'm fine, but he didn't give me the money.
Ah, it doesn't matter. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
I stuck on this one when I'm trying to do the other one.
I can take care of him.
Well, you're a man now, and a man has to earn respect. Give that drunken sot what's coming to him. But watch out, he's no stranger to a fight. And whatever you do, don't tell your mother. About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today.
I thought you said I could do it in any order.
No, I don't. I'll be back soon.
I can't give it to him because he's stuck on the very first thing. Well, I'm not. I guess I might as well get this while I'm up here.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
I love how the quest was get the crossguard, but they had the crossguard and the pommel.
One beating wasn't enough for you?
But you still owe my father.
Okay, I wanted to see if anything changed with that.
I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Okay.
Shit, what the?
Hey, who's there?
What the hell was that? Must be the wind.
Huh. Didn't know that. So, I'm guessing I need to just take items from him, right?
Welcome, Henry.
What's that?
Oh, yeah? Well, that's a shame. He got up.
Have you lost something? Be off now. You don't.
One beating wasn't enough for you?
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Well, then, in that case, this is the perfect time. Or not. He's out of his house. That's good enough.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
I don't know where he went off to.
God save you, Hen. My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted. Good luck, then.
Okay. There, I got his stuff.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Kunish didn't want to pay, so I got no money for those things you sold him. But I took them in lieu of the debt.
Took, meaning he gave them to you, or took, meaning stole?
If he didn't pay, then they're still ours. How can you steal something that's yours?
Fair point. Give it to me then, and here's some money for the rest. Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today. Or do you want me to look a fool in front of Sir Radzig?
No.
Alright, so it's like I don't have the ale.
Good luck, then.
I just need one charcoal, right?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
I already read that last time I played, which was the other day. Ah. $10. It's 10.
See you later.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Since it's you.
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Need to look again. Trader's last offer. Okay, that's what I needed.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Good health to you, Henry.
Everything for work and home.
And of course, I'm gonna have to get the ale again because he wouldn't take it when I had it.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
No, that's the price of the game not letting me give it to him whenever it was, whenever I had it to give to him. And of course, I probably don't have enough.
As you wish. So what are we to do with you, Henry?
I'm back.
I can see that. What's the matter?
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough for Father.
You want me to get it for you?
Aye, and a smile from you.
Goodbye. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
That costs less than I expected it to.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done.
Right. Let's see what kind of job Master and Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have we got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
I love seeing stuff like this. Speaking of Gabby, we need to watch more Forged in Fire.
I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah, I wish they would let us do this in one.
Lost house, maybe. And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it.
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Anyway, yeah, Gabby, like I said, we need to watch more Forged in Fire.
Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
I love that sword.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Just had to take a look at the forge really quick. Should I grab the food? Yeah, but will it expire by the time that I would be using it? Wait, good in eat raw. That's just a bunch of onions. I'm gonna at least get the apples from that first bag.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps.
Will it, though?
Who knows what the future holds for each of us? I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this.
Do you find out more about his past?
Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls,
Yeah.
and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
Okay.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring
I mean, I feel like he has seen that happen.
head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world. Meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
You were saying?
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry!
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig.
If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Well, I already emptied the trunk.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! Come on! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah! Get through the gates!
Why didn't they close that? That was overkill.
Come on,
All right.
Pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Jókis falat, ne feszénj te tapka! Most meglátod?
Help!
A picsába mi ez?
All right. Up. I got caught on the wall. Wait, why didn't it let me on the horse?
Pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
I bet it's the other one.
A picsába mi ez? Nyírjátok ki a fattyot!
Okay, I didn't even go after them that time. Didn't farm levels? You mean couldn't farm levels? Everything I was doing, it wasn't letting me do. Because I was looking at chat.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
Bro, how? Hold on, how? I've seen literally nothing about throwing a rock. What the? Again, why isn't it letting me on the horse?
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelentél itt, te szaros!
Oh, I was hitting the wrong button, that's why.
Yeah.
Great, now I've got to fight. Well, I guess I can't fight them while I'm trying to run.
Yeah.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream. Flee!
Well, I think I'm gonna make it though.
Flee! Hát ez rövid lesz. A pokolban végzett.
They're really close.
Tudod, hogy fog végzni. Itt kerem, hogy a egy homoron. Yeah. Run for it! Szétszabdallak, te fostalicska! Most véged! Megdög lesz!
Is the stamina for the horse the green bar?
Végettek, genyó!
Okay.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ! Help! Skeleton's been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hajo, Hosungine!
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
This is gonna hurt.
Who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Where's the sword?
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy.
That was in deep.
You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
That was a big dog.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east and now were the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
I mean, they are just down the road.
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Well, should we finish now or explore the castle a bit?
shaving half a deer for us, too.
That should do. When will he bring them?
He promised he'd bring them the day after tomorrow.
Excellent. You'll take care of it when it comes.
Something to eat.
I guess I can go back there and eat something. Or... that'll work for the moment. Which is better, Ash or Hazel? Well, I mean, I guess I could take both. Interesting that the bow wasn't labeled as steel, but the... well, that bow wasn't. Where does it show how many I have? Wait, there. Seven strength. See, I don't have any lockpicks, so not gonna mess with that. I should have, thinking back on it, I should have taken the lockpick, even though I didn't need it.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
Food.
What the hell do you think you're doing? If you don't clear up quick, it will be the worse for you.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he wasted his talent, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Well, now I don't want to.
How did it happen? I'm sorry about what happened to you, but it's no excuse for rudeness.
Well, what is that? Every time I eat an apple, that mark appears in the upper right. What's it mean? An apple is a potion, really? doesn't last long. Huh. There. Now they won't yell at me.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy.
Food.
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine
Actually, I could use some wine.
to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Might as well.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund...
Lighting this room would have been really expensive.
The town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. I stole a horse from them.
All I did was whistle.
Brilliant night.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Whistling was actually a good trick for that too.
How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to...
So about that food that's by those really expensive candles. Oh, there's more candles.
It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Hey, wait. Leave the food. Why'd you bring the food if you're just taking it away?
Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
But I wanted the food.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! Running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us! Oh!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
There we go.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for it, then right here, I'm leaving this time to join forces.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well. Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time.
It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune.
I like that I just heard the armor when he was moving.
Won't
we? Aye, we will.
May the Lord watch over you. Watch over you.
There's a lot of small details that I've noticed that I liked.
Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man.
I mean, that's
The
true.
messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I
Thanks
can't
for the
deny.
posture check.
I'm sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick
Pizza, huh?
Relations, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now.
All right.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Well, now that he's done giving orders.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. May the Lord watch over you.
Yes. I see rain. Yes, more rain. Oh look, leaves. And more rain. Wait, there's something down there. Oh, it's just more guards.
Who are you? Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Oh, this was just a setup for a tutorial. I like that you can see the different times for like sunset, sunrise, midday, midnight. They circled them on the clock. I guess I'll wait one more hour.
Quickly, we have visitors.
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Smart guy.
As you wish. I will relay
He
your
talked
word
his way out of that really
I
well.
hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That was one motion from taking out that entire castle.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop there. And who should I raid tonight? Let's see. Well, that's an easy answer. I'm sending you guys to Chris. And I'll see you for Wednesday's stream. Yeah, Wednesday's stream, which will be Oblivion. I'm gonna do Oblivion this week and next week. And then after next week, I'm gonna be focusing on Kingdom Come Deliverance for a while before I continue more Oblivion. And then Thursdays I'll keep doing like Stardew Valley. I've got For the King coming up. Things like that, multiplayer stuff, pretty much. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Tuesday.